everyone, it's Keighley here, and today I'm sharing a layout and process video for UK Scrap Addicts. This month our theme is monochromatic layouts. Now I was talking to the team before I started creating my page, and I needed to double check if black and white was allowed, and we all agreed that black and white is allowed on a monochromatic page. So the colour I chose to use on my layout is orange, and the reason for this is, well, it's October, and I wanted to scrap a Halloween photo. So I pulled out the Halloween collection that I bought last year. I do try to use my Halloween collections over a couple of years and then possibly buy a new one the following year. So this collection I did use last year. And what I did beforehand is I picked my photo, which was of our pumpkins from last year. And then I went through this collection and literally pulled out everything that was orange, black and white, and that's what I've got, a pile of embellishments there. I've also got some stickers along the top, and now I'm just fiddling around with the papers that I've chose. I love this stripe. On the stripe it's got obviously black and white stripes, and then it's got two different tones of orange at either side of the black stripe, so I felt that was literally the perfect paper because it has the two tones of orange in there. And then the second paper I've chosen is this orange with black dots on. I felt like that was the perfect bold pop of orange that the page needed. So I've decided to cut these down to two strips, and I was fiddling around with a black background or a white background. And I felt it did look really good on the black, but I felt like I was more drawn to the white. So I went for the white in the end. And now I'm just attaching these papers down, overlapping. I've distressed the edges of these as well, because I really love the look of that on my pages. And I'm going to stick those down, and this is like going to be the main area on my page where all my embellishments go, my photos go as well. And this layout actually comes together so quickly. I was really shocked. Apologies if you can hear the kitten in the background of this voiceover. She's currently having a bit of a crazy do, zooming around the house, which I've got a completely different story to tell you about the kitten, which I'll try and fit in somewhere along this video. So my papers are now stuck down. I've just trimmed the edge off because the cardstock I've been buying at the moment seems to be slightly bigger than A4, slightly wider. So yeah, I have to trim it down. So I've just pulled out some Bramble Fox perspectives. I know I've got some black ones, and I've also got some of the star mixes, even though I do need to purchase some more of those because I tend to use them quite a lot. And I'm sure that when I was looking through them, I knew that I had some orange stars left, because I remember when I've been flicking through, I'm like, oh, I don't really use orange a lot. But they were just perfect for this page. And they were a slightly different tone as well, so it introduced another tone of orange. I'm just backing my photo with some white cardstock, and then I'm going to attach that onto my pattern papers. I didn't add any layers behind the photo. I didn't feel like it needed it because I knew I really wanted to add in lots of embellishments and things. This is my second year using this collection, so I really wanted to bust through it and get lots of it used up so that I can get a newer collection next year. The name of this collection, I don't think I've mentioned, is Happy Haunting by Simple Stories. It really is a gorgeous collection. There's obviously the traditional orange, black, white, greys that are in most Halloween collections, but this one also had a pop of pink, which I felt was really pretty, and having a little girl as well it was great to be able to add in those pops of pink on her layouts, but still be able to use those traditional Halloween colours for, you know, photos of my son who hates me using pink on his pages, so I do avoid that. So this is the point where I started to embellish my page, and I literally just started pulling things in, layering them on, adding little bits here and there and everywhere in the correct colours. Because I pulled out all the embellishments in these colours, it made it really easy to then just add to the page. So I think this is definitely something I'd probably do on other pages as well. I do tend to create a little pile of embellishments before creating a page anyway, but maybe restricting colour choices as well would actually make it easier, and maybe I'd use a lot more from a collection as well. I've pulled in a little strip of this spider web paper, and the reason I pulled that in is because I've added a spider web tucked in behind my photo, but I've also added a little 2x2 cut apart square that had that pattern on, and because it's black and white I felt like it worked well. But instead of cutting the full 12x12 just for a little strip, I've used the barcode strip from the bottom. On the Simple Stories collections, it isn't a full 12x12 strip with the pattern on. It's like half of the pattern. So it was the perfect, save those barcode strips, even if they've only got a little bit of the pattern on and the rest is writing about the product, definitely save them because they make perfect little bits, or if you wanted to do some little strips of different patterns on your page and things like that, so definitely save those. Now I'm coming to add in my title, and I've had a look through my thickers, and I didn't have any thickers or alpha stickers in orange. Orange definitely isn't a colour I'd normally go to. I think it definitely is only something I really use at Halloween or in small amounts on a page. So I went through and I picked out some black thickers instead. And I found these ones, and they're a really skinny font, and I think they're from an older Christmas collection, but I felt like they looked quite Halloweeny as well. So I used that to create my title, and apologies that I'm slightly off camera down the bottom there. I don't know if I'd knocked my tripod before filming, or if one of the kids had been messing around with the legs, but I didn't realise until afterwards that I think it was at the wrong height, so it didn't cover the full area of my desk like it normally would. But I've added another strip of the striped paper along the bottom, and that's just to create a little shelf, just to add on my title at the bottom, as well as a couple more pumpkins as well. I really wanted to use up some of these pumpkins in this collection because I had quite a lot of them. So I do add, I think it's a die cut or a sticker pumpkin, as well as a chipboard pumpkin along the bottom. So I'm just making sure my title is stuck down, I think. Or I might be adding another pumpkin. Sorry again, it is cut off at the bottom, so I can't really tell what I'm doing. But I need to also glue down these Bramble Fox stars. I didn't bring in any of the black arrows that I had. I didn't feel like it needed it. But these stars were definitely a perfect finishing touch. So I've moved my page up here, so you can now see what I've done along the bottom. So I've got two more pumpkins there, my title, another strip of that gorgeous striped paper, and now I'm just going to glue down my stars. And I think you can tell a little bit here that they are a slightly different colour of orange, which is perfect for our theme this month. So now I'm going to add on the year, and now I just got some of these little tile stickers that I had in my stash, again in black because I didn't have any in orange, and I started writing the date, and then I thought, oh, I've not got 2 number 2s. Because I was trying to write 2020, and then I realised that it's actually 2019 that these photos were taken. So I was like, oh, I can write the date. So I do add the year on. I don't tend to add the year on many layouts. I do add the little date, but it's very rare that I add the year as like an embellishment on the page. But when it comes to like Halloween and Christmas layouts, I feel like I can add the year on, and it looks okay, adding the year on that way. I think I finish off camera with some black splatters, and that's the layout more or less finished. There's some close-ups coming up now. Please do join us on the UK Scrap Addicts Facebook group, creating some monochromatic layouts this month. Also look out for posts from the team. I'm sure they're going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.